Hey, what's up, y'all? Today I'm gonna try to do something a little different. I know I've been doing a lot of like fantasy art, character design, etc., etc. I want to try to do more like prompts and stuff on the shows. To try to do some like different shit, um, and like push my skills a little bit more because I don't do it enough. So today I'm going to try a prompt from a recent Drawfee episode where did they drew screen caps from anime in their own style. Um, I'll show you guys really quick which one I'm gonna do, and then yeah, from FMA Brotherhood. I'm gonna do this one. I like Ling's character a lot, and yeah, and King Bradley. So we're gonna do this one. All right. Yeah, I need to. I'm like basically I'm trying to like push myself a little bit more. Do more like things like this. Because yeah, for somebody that worked on a comic, I don't have enough practice. I still don't really actually have enough practice doing like really cool like looking fight scenes like this. So, and Brotherhood is my favorite anime. So, one second. Okay, I'm not muted, right? Yeah, I'm not muted. It looked like my thing said I was muted, but it's not. Okay. All right. It's kind of hard. I'm trying to figure out how to place this so I can see my streaming software at the same time as looking at this reference. Hey, Master Pokemon, how are you doing? Yeah, like complicated scenes like this are hard for me. So this is why I'm like, I gotta do it. Gotta do it, man. Your friend and you suffered with your run. You mean like you guys went for a run? If so, if that's what you mean. Oh, Pokemon Run. Okay. Which game? Which game did you run? Oh, Pokemon Emerald. Hell yeah, dude. That's one of my favorites. Randomized Pokemon items and a few things. That's cool. I've always wanted to do like kind of like a challenge run. I just never got around to it. I have trouble with challenge runs. I don't really always have the discipline to stick to the rules that I'm supposed to. I just get like fed up or lazy. I really would like to. Oh man. Okay, that looks fine. But now getting the other character in here, that's what's hard. Yeah, I gotta decide how I'm gonna. Well, we'll see. We'll see how I decide to end up making this like my own. Because part of the point of this challenge is to do it in your own style, at least a little bit. But let's lay down the composition first. Yeah, it comes a little bit higher. That's... Oh, this should be a lot closer actually to his face. You lost 4 of your 6 duos. Now have 2 surviving duos. 3 you will keep and 1 keep until you find something better. Okay. Yeah, this needs to be closer because he needs more space over here. Because like his fist is pretty much in front of Bradley's face. I mean compositionally, obviously his hand is not. Yeah, it's the way that I drew this is not quite. You know what? I'm overthinking this because this is not supposed to be copying anyway. It's supposed to be. Alright, I'm not gonna obsess so much about like the exact placement of shit because it's kind of not the point. It's not supposed to be the point anyway. Just make it look good. Doesn't have to be perfect. Alright. I think right about here was fine. Like just for the way that my composition is, this works better than trying to make it closer. I'll just have to see if I have enough room. But that's a nice thing doing things digitally is you can move things around if you need to. And having to redraw like everything. He's got kind of this flared out like sleeve or whatever it is. Yeah, I'm gonna need more space, but oh yeah, maybe we can even exaggerate the, because one thing I should try to work on is like more dynamic like panels and positions and stuff. So like if I, you know, like the foreshortening or whatever, you know, just have like, for the perspective be a little bit more extreme. So his head's gonna be bigger. But I am gonna have to move some stuff around. Or, you know, I mean, I don't know, I could just focus more on the crossing of blades here and less on the lawn fawn on his shoulders. We'll see. Yeah, this looks a bit weird. Alright, I'm gonna worry a little bit less about how exactly it looks in this picture. And just try to get in his silhouette or whatever, shape, gesture, contour, whatever you want to call it. Okay, it does not look enough like he's, yeah, that pose is not quite right. because he's supposed to be, he's basically running this way but turning around to, turning his body to block. Alright, 1 second. This is a bit tricky. I think I'm gonna have to make myself some more space. And I can always make it bigger again if I want to, but right now I need the space. Yeah, the foreshortening here is kind of tricky. His arm coming out of his head like that. I think one thing is the angle shouldn't be quite that much. Like, his head is not that far lower than Bradley's head, especially because he's like closer to the camera. And then his head should be turning more, I think. And then I'm going to ignore L'Enfant for a second so that I can get his arm in the right position. His other arm in the right position. Hand is like that. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. And then I like a little bit of his collar. That's I'm only drawing because it helped me with the angle a little bit. And then his hips like a little more out here. And his front leg is like that. Yeah, that's better. And then his other leg is behind, but not by a whole lot. What is that line? Oh, that's his like sheath hanging off his shoulder. Random question. What was the last song you listened to? Let me see. Well, I listen to music overnight. I listen to music while I'm sleeping. And this morning, I mean, I didn't listen to it all the way because this is the last. Usually, whatever song's playing when I wake up and when I, like, actually get out of bed, I usually, like, turn it off when I wake up. But it was Amen by Hailstorm. And the one before that, I Am the Highway Audio Slave. So the last song I finished listening to all the way would have been I Am the Highway by Audio Slave. We were talking about music with people on another one of my streams. Because I've been trying to get some like recommendations for metal. I've been trying to listen to more metal. Hailstorm was actually something I listened to like a long time ago. I used to date this, I was kind of dating-ish with this girl, and she liked metal a lot, and that was one of the bands that she liked, so I started listening to. But I'm not that familiar with them. It's just like whatever songs I listened to just happened to be on my on my playlist. I've done a lot of exploring with that. But recently, recently a guy on my stream recommended some bands. Most of them not really much my style, but I listened to at least one song by a band Hail. Sorry, not Hail. A band Angel Maker, which I liked. And then one of my coworkers recommended to me. Well, we started because he was wearing a Korn T-shirt, so I listened to Korn. I liked that. And then Pantera. He like listened to a lot of like old stuff. Like there was an album from like 1997 called Roots by a band named Sepultura. The last song you heard was Nirameko. It's very calming in Japanese, just my taste. Cool. I don't know as much. That's definitely music I don't know as much of. Like I'll listen to pretty much anything, but I can't say I'm like familiar with everything. It's Japanese, but like what specifically? Like what genre? Like like old style, old fashioned, like traditional Japanese music, or like what, J-pop? Like what do you mean Japanese? I'm assuming you mean like more traditional sounding stuff, just based on you saying it's calming, like Japanese flute music or something. Okay, this isn't too bad. I'm liking this. I'm liking this so far. I also realize you guys can't actually see my reference image while I'm looking at it, but yeah, no, that's fine. I'm gonna make it more interesting, I guess, seeing what I do. If I can't look like I did flash it really quick on the screen, but I think this part looks kind of weird because I don't have his coat coming out. It doesn't look like his coat is coming as far forward as it is in the image, so I might change. That's one thing I might actually change. So I'm gonna put the sword in front, because yeah, it doesn't look like it's happening that close to. I mean, that it doesn't look like that's happening behind the cape. I mean the cloak, whatever, the coat. I don't know. And then but then in that case, I think the blade should be coming forward maybe a little bit more. Man, King Bradley's such a cool ass character, man. I would say it's somewhere in between. Not a very pop song, but not that old either. Like few words, instruments, beat and sound. Japanese because it's the lyrics, and I don't know Japanese. The sound ends up mattering more than the other elements. Cool. Sounds cool. I had a very hard time finding a screen cap to draw. But once I saw this one, I was like, well, what I did is I was looking on a Tumblr that was all screen caps from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, because I knew I wanted to do it from FMA. And then I ended up looking through a lot before I found any that I wanted to do. And then I found about 3 that I liked and saved, with this one being the last one. And I was like, okay, I'm definitely doing this one because I don't remember what the other 2 were. But I did this one because, as I said, action scene, which I need more practice with. Although I will say drawing from reference is good practice, but it's also drawing from reference. So I don't know. I don't know. My thing with drawing is like I've always been really good at drawing from reference. But my drawing from my head only gets better when I draw from my head. But I mean, ideally you do like a combination, like you draw something from your head, but you use reference to do it. Oh man. I mean, I probably should still draw Lan Fan because, well, it's kind of a important part of this narratively speaking, because the whole point is the reason he's not actively trying to fight. I mean, it's been so long since I saw this anime, but he's not actively trying to fight Bradley. I think he's literally in the process of running away because, you know, he's carrying a wounded Lan Fan, and then yeah, he's just like basically parrying and blocking. But the other reason I should draw her is because it's fucking hard to do. Like, the whole point of this is trying to do poses that are difficult and drawing multiple characters together. So let's definitely try to get her in here. But again, it doesn't have to be perfectly looking like that. I don't think I'm going to get her pose quite the way it is in the screen cap because of the way that I have him posed. Like, her legs are probably going to be a little closer together. And, these little ninja boots. Although if I remember correct, I say ninja, but like I mean she is very much like a ninja, but she had like the mask and everything. But if I remember correctly, it's been, as I said, it's been a while since I watched it. They're more like, I mean it's a fictional world, but they're more supposed to represent Chinese people, I believe, because you have they're all from what is it called in the anime? But anyway, they're all from this nation, and then there's also Mei Chang, who is like definitely very clearly Chinese. But yeah, Ling is definitely one of my favorite characters from the show, especially when he's Greed Ling, because Greed is, well, both the OG Greed and Greed Ling are both my favorite of the homunculus. How would you say it? Homunculi. But yeah, Greedling is best. Okay, that's passably good. And then yeah, I do kind of have this reversed here, where most of the stuff is in front of the coat instead of the other way around. Alright, I think I have her maybe a bit too truncated here. Make that part a little taller, perhaps. It's also kind of going behind his hair. Anyway, this is like about... Alright, let's do his hair. And again, I'm doing kind of in my own style, so I'm not gonna worry. Yeah, I'm at the point now where I'm gonna start worrying less and less about it looking like the original Screencap. Now that we're starting to get into like some details, I'm gonna try to just draw it in my style. If you read my comic, you'll know that I really like coats like this though, the long coats, like the almost trench coat coats with like the flow, and I love making like the flowy capey part of it like this. My main character, Dark Flame, has like a long coat like this. Well, it's not like this because it doesn't have like the upper part is like this one's obviously very military style, but and his is not like that. But the flowy part of it is. Yeah, I'm so torn right now because I mean like basically I've decided to focus on trying to do this fantasy comic. But like I've been actively thinking a lot about Project Blackfire still, and the one with Dark Flame. And like it's so funny because I haven't thought about it in like so long, in like years. Like when I started my job, I kind of didn't have the brain capacity to keep thinking about my comic, where I used to think about it like 24/7 before that. And now it's like occupying my brain space again, and I really want to keep working on it, but it's just an issue of like, yeah, just time. Yeah, I don't have the time to commit to like drawing it because I was doing like the whole thing by myself, like all the art, all the writing, all the coloring, everything. And like I feel like the quality suffered a little bit because of that as well. But and that's when I had like all the time to do it. Like I was kind of doing it full time. So now that I have a job, I work 6 days a week. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Like the fantasy comic, on the other hand, the reason I'm trying to do it is because I'm trying to be a little less ambitious with it. Like just kind of upload like a couple pages a week. But the story for it is like a lot less ambitious. It's funny, I say less ambitious, but like it is still kind of like it is ambitious, at least in terms of scale and like the world building that I'm doing. But yeah, just in terms of like the story and the scope of the story, it's like a little bit more manageable, I think. I'm not really planning to do like actually do like a story. I'm planning to do like multiple scenes, and I do kind of have like an idea for more of an overarching story, but that's like not something that I'm gonna try to make into like an epic thing anytime soon. It's still gonna be mostly just like following characters, doing stuff around the world, a bunch of different characters, a bunch of different stuff. I think his hand's too big. I had to do it because it wasn't. It's hard to draw hands when you're drawing them like really small, but I think it did end up a little bit large. Yeah, especially because it's supposed to be foreshortened like away from him. All right, let me try to. It's at least the right shape, so let me try to make it a little smaller. Now that I've drawn it. Yeah, that's better. I'm gonna do some creative license here. I have it going like this. I think it's like kind of more interesting. Compositionally, at least based on the differences in mine, like how it's already different from the original. It works a little bit better for my composition. I don't understand how he's got this strap, but it's like somehow going inside of his collar, and I can't really tell how that's supposed to work from the screen cap. But again, like I said, doesn't have to be perfect. As in, it doesn't have to look exactly like the screen cap. Okay, it's got these kind of like frills. Okay, that's dope. I think it's coming along nicely. Just kind of point on his elbow. Right here. Oh, and then you got his sheath too. Oh, wait. Look at his thumb. He's got his thumb down here. Angry mustache. Alright, I guess I'm gonna end up drawing his face a little bit more, facing toward us a little bit more. Just because of the way that this is going. Yeah, it's like a slightly more 3/4 view. Man, he got some cheekbones like a motherfucker. Look at that shit. And then Damn, okay, I'm pretty impressed with myself here. I'm like, this is coming along nicely, actually. Nope. Got a little bit of a pointy head thing going on there. One second. I think because that's his, like, middle of his, it's going to be more over here, and that part's not going to be pointy. Yeah, because his head position shifted in my drawing. I don't really understand where his eye patch strap went. They kind of have it like go under his ear and then back up or something. It's very strange. Dope. Oh, hell yeah, dude. This is looking good, man. His back arm looks so weird, but it looks weird in the screenshot too. It's just like something about like the angle. And he's kind of just like swinging it back, so the pose looks like a little bit. Looking really cool. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. I'm liking it. This is why I need to do more shit like this, because it's not that I can't do it, it's just that I don't freaking do it. But as I said, drawing from reference definitely helps. Okay. Alright, see you in a bit. The arm looks so freaking weird. But as I said, I mean, it look fucking weird in the reference too. Something about the foreshortening or the whatever, and then like the angle his arm is going away at. Like, although in theirs it looks like it's supposed to. And mine, it looks all janky. Like, foreshortening always looks weird if you look at it, like, really literally, but it should at least flow correctly if you do it right. Okay, also the blade is a bit off here. This should be coming from the center of his fist. this part. Yeah, that's better. Alright, I'll try to get Ling's face in here. Wow, this went a well. Well, this went a lot faster than I thought it was going to. I was like, man, I started this at like 4:30. I'm gonna be going till like 7 or some shit. But this works out honestly, because I still got some other shit I gotta do, and I want to stream later. So yeah, it's probably gonna be like. I might, yeah, we'll see. We'll see when I finish up on here, and then I might end up ending this stream a little bit early, so I can finish my workout and shit, and then, like, I'll stream gaming later. Alright, so as I said, do it in my style. I am not an anime artist. So I'm going to draw an actual nose for him. And then instead of doing these kind of eyes, as is the anime way, I mean, they are closed, but again, do it in my style. It's probably going to be a little more lines there, and then his mouth is kind of like Shit, I don't like that though. The bridge of his nose is too straight. Still, there are some things that anime does really well that I can probably take away from this, like these action. Well, yeah, like I literally like these like fighting lines. Like you can tell that they've been fighting because they got these little lines on their face. And then I also like I was gonna say for like where the blades are clashing. They just do action-y lines really well, in a way that for like a long time American comics and animation did not do as well. But then I think in the past decade or so, American comics and animation have learned a lot from anime and manga, like just looking more fluid and more dynamic and shit. Like more like stuff's moving. Like making stuff look like it's actually moving and not static. Oh, she's got these like baggy pant leg things though. I didn't do. Cause I was just trying to just get the gestural shape. Alright. I'm probably gonna scale this back up now that I got the composition right figured out. Oh, you know, I did this all in one layer. I could be impressed with myself about that. I mean, one layer so far. Oh, wait, hold up. There's like a bit. I'm trying to just inch it over. Weird bunching in the back of his coat. And then he's got this line at the base. Oh shit, I did not save. Okay, we're saving right now, Man, they do these like sparks so freaking nice. I don't even like how do you begin to do some cool looking sparks. I'll probably have to do it when I color and like you do like really fast eraser marks or something to get those highlights. Like a white brush. Alright, well maybe I'll start coloring it. Can't believe it's only been like I'm only doing it like an hour. I guess it is what they say when you get better at drawing, you get faster at doing shit. Alright, well, so for that I'm definitely starting a new layer. Oh, I got some kind of tangenting lines here though. with the with the way that his like wrapped arms look like on the next to the these sashes. All right. Let's get some color in this bitch. I think I am probably gonna keep it kind of sketchy though. One thing I do need to work on is like crisper, clearer line work, but cleaner line work, but. Okay, we'll also try to get some cleaner lines. Although if I was trying to get cleaner lines, I should have done a new layer. Because otherwise I'm just gonna have to do them again. Alright, I'm gonna start color lettering. Oh, you know what I didn't do though? Get any of the city in the background, the rooftops in the background. I definitely want to do that because I do not do backgrounds enough. And get some practice with some backgrounds. Although maybe I'll do that in a different layer. Perhaps. Okay, we'll make this the background layer then. Let's see. No, it's a bit thinner than that. Oops. Gotta cheat a little bit with the straight line tool. Oop. gonna be like a little bit obscured because of the position I have everything in and how it's different than the screen cap. In the screen cap there's a lot more space for this shit over here. Oops. I don't care about this being perfect. I don't like backgrounds. Like, I'm okay with my background being like a little bit sketchy. Alright. Nope. And then there's this big one in the middle too. Yeah, there's definitely a lot less space up here. I don't even think I have room for the little windows here. Alright, that's fine, good enough. And then actually I'm gonna cut that a little short because it's a little harder to clarify with the space that I have. And then we got some clouds. I'm trying to get some clouds. Can't draw clouds for shit. I'm trying to draw some clouds. Shitty looking cloud. Not really. Good. Fucking clouds. Okay. This is kind of another cloud here. Alright, now let's get into coloring here. Alright, I'm gonna do something. Not what I meant to do. But hey, I can see how much it lines up. You want to see how perfect this is? I mean, they're further apart, obviously, but yeah, I just kind of like exaggerated a little bit more. But anyway, that's not what I was trying to do. I want to just do some. I want to do some. I want to do freaking color picking, man, because I was trying to put it in a new document, but because like it's right on top of my drawing. Can I freaking move this to another document? No, I can't do it. Alright, 1 second. Let me delete. And then, oh no, God, what the fuck? Okay, alright. Jesus, man. Alright. Wait a minute. Try to do like a gradient, maybe? Between the light and the dark. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's a bit too opaque. Bring down the, no, not the flow. Bring down the opacity. And if I get rid of the lines, hey, it maybe looks like a little bit better. It's not so like sharp. Oh, you know what I meant to do? Not the flow, but the smoothness of the brush, the hardness of the brush, the softness of the brush. That's what I meant to do. color? Well, it's kind of light. I feel like something got lost here. That looks really light, man. Oh, I'm an idiot. My opacity's still low. Okay. I figured it was something like that. Oh, I forgot I still have the reference over here. I was like not looking at the references. I'm like, oh, it's on the other document. No, I still have my picture over here. Look at for reference. Alright, I gotta get some gray highlights in his hair. I'm gonna have to zoom in for this one. Probably should have put the hair color on a different layer. Now I have trouble getting the skin tone in here without messing up the hairline and the mustache. Yeah, definitely should have gone a different layer. Alright, we'll fix that. Just put it on the line layer. Huh? The fuck? Sometimes it loses my pen when I'm working on this. Oh man, this looks pretty cool. I need to clean up my shading a little bit. I'm starting to get like a little tired. I'd just like to at least get some flats down first. We need to clean up in general. This is like looking a little messy. So this not being super clean right here is fine because I'm gonna go back over that with the gray or silver or whatever that's on the edge of his coat. Yeah, these other ones I did with such a thick brush that it looks kind of crappy. Fix that up a little bit. There we go, that's better. What are we thinking? Looks pretty good. All right, let's get. Oh, you know, I didn't realize he had this silver line actually in the front of his coat as well. I should be doing more layers. I'm literally just doing like a layer for every like. I just did like a layer for the background and one layer for all of these colors, but like that's probably not. I should probably be making more layers than that. Because I'm gonna get to a point and I'm gonna realize, fuck. This just still looks nasty. I'll have to do another line layer at some point. Oh damn, 6 o'clock already. myself. And it makes it a lot easier to erase colors when you go over the line like this. You don't have to redo all of your color. See, if I do it like this and I go over my other colors, I can just erase without erasing my other colors. That's why we do layers. Oh, you know what I didn't do on this? That's in the original, which doesn't necessarily mean it's better, but it does need to be done in this case, is the line where it like flipped. It definitely would look better if I had that line. Like it goes, like the point at which it flips from one side of the strap to the other. And then it'd be darker on this side. Yeah, see this part right here. Oops, 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 oops. Shit, shit, shit. Almost did the wrong line. I mean the wrong layer. I almost did that shit on the fucking line layer. That would have sucked. Yeah. Are you getting up? Yeah, I gotta say this looks pretty good. I gotta get a sheath in here. Is that the right layer, right? I'm definitely getting a bit tired. this layer. Oop, shit. See, that's why you don't have them on the same layer. I mean, it's not that big a deal. You just go into the other color to do it. Bless. Dude, this looks freaking sweet. I'm very happy with this, actually. Probably am gonna finish soon, though. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm alright right now. His eyes like a little awkward being all completely white there. Alright, I'll probably do the background last, which is fine because you just put it under all the other layers. Alright. We should definitely do Ling on a different layer. Above the King Bradley layers. It looks a lot brighter on here than it does in the picture. Even though I did color pick it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to go back and do cleaner lines. Which honestly I probably should have done before I started coloring it, because anytime I do it, then I have to follow like where the colors are, and it's like kind of awkward. Oh, that's weird. 1 second. Not quite right. Because that's not where his neck is. So I just want to make sure it doesn't look stupid. Like, where would his neck be? Oh, his neck's like back here. Okay, alright, that's fine then. Make sure that's the right layer. Okay. I've been sitting down too long. Alright. Alright. You know what? I'm gonna change something. I don't like his mouth. Alright, let me do this. Actually, 1 second. Yeah, much better. Man, I really should have fixed this line work first, because look, the color is gonna be all fucking awkward. I should have fixed these lines first. Just lazy. Alright, let's do it right now. Not necessarily fix all the lines, but fix the lines as I go. Which I've kind of been doing a little bit. His handler's a little bit fucked up. Okay, that's a little bit better. Much better. Yeah, at that resolution it wasn't gonna look that good anyway. Like all zoomed in like this, like the lines are obviously not gonna look like they look. Which is why I wasn't like worrying about it too much. Mostly just trying to get rid of these like shadows from me like over sketching. Lines are so sketchy. Because I kind of got into a habit of like doing that to figure out where the line was instead of just like figuring out where the line was and drawing it. I would kind of just like, I mean, it's fine. There is a technique to that kind of is okay, but then when you want to get like lines that don't look like shit, you gotta like go back over everything. So, I mean, yeah, it's like why we have inking as a thing. Like you're supposed to ink your lines and then delete your lines. I'm just kind of doing this weird in between when really I should just do another line layer with clean lines and delete my lines. But at this point in the process, it's like, yeah, because I've already started like coloring everything. That's fine. Like, I don't mind it looking like, I don't mind it being sketchy actually. It's like kind of a stylistic thing that it looks the way that it looks. Like I personally don't think it looks that bad as long as you're not like just like, oh yeah, let me zoom in on how this drawing looks. I think it's like fine, but I am at the same time trying to get better at doing like cleaner lines, so. Yeah, like here it looks particularly ugly. It just depends on how much it's like sketchy. Like a little bit of sketchiness is fine, but when it gets to this point where it's just like it's all just crap, like it's all just like look at this. It's all It's all messy and ugly. Yeah, it's one thing if you have like a clearly defined line and then you have some sketchiness around it, but like in this case, it's like where even is the line, and that's what makes it hard to color. So in that situation, you definitely have to fix the line, because like see, it's not really clear where my color is in, like where my colors are supposed to end, because I didn't do a good, because there's not a clear line. There's not a clear like boundary for the color to go in, because it kind of just like a little too sketchy. So yeah, in this case it does. I don't, like, as I said, I'm not gonna like go ahead and like do all my lines over again, even though I should. But at least for these sections where it's just like not at all, oops, where there's like no clean line, I need to fix that so that I can fix my coloring as well. Like here, the line should be about, although I feel like my lines aren't showing up super well. Oh, that was because that was blue. Shit, hold on. Alright, we're just gonna redraw that line. Oops. Alright, then we go on this line, this layer. Get rid of all this crap. Yeah, as I said, it'd be easier if I just did another layer, did clean lines on there, and then just deleted my sketching, but instead I'm just going to clean it up. It's funny because like if I'm being lazy, but I'm actually, I feel like maybe I'm actually kind of creating more work for myself than I would if I had just done my lines again, while also not looking as good. Oops. Alright, that's pretty good. What time is it? 6:20? I still feel like my blue here is like a little brighter for some reason than this one. I'm not sure why. Oh, it's the difference between my two screens. The reference over here is, so for some reason this screen is a little darker than this one. So it's just brighter on the screen that I'm color picking from, and then I'm coloring on. Oh, wait a minute. This white kind of, oh, oops. I still got some lines over here too. I'll get rid of. erase all the lines in the clouds so that it was just clouds. I think I'm obsessing too much with these lines. It's like, it's either gonna have those lines or I'm gonna have to redo the whole thing. So I feel like I'm just procrastinating coloring more. Alright. Which one is Ling? This one? Okay, I'm gonna put a layer on top of it for the hair instead of just question is, do I do like a pure black like this? The brush is too big. Oh, I just realized something. He's he's shirtless under this little like coat thing. So I'm gonna do that like, there we go, make that be the code. Yeah, the only problem is I can't really tell the design of this code. Like, I can't see enough of it to do it the way I did it. Because, yeah, the way that they have it, you can't see the part that's in my drawing. I'd have to look up, like, another picture of Ling to see what the jacket's supposed to look like on the side there. But I think that's okay. Oh, is that supposed to be his skin tone? Maybe just a darker for the shadow. Oh, I just realized what parts of this are equivalent to that. So this is... I should fix the lines then, because this is like the flames on this. It's all one piece. I thought this was like a part over that part, but it's not. I couldn't really interpret what I was looking at, so I'm gonna fix those lines. Now that I know what's what here, because I have it like loopy on both sides, but it should be like this. It's the flame, like it's a flame design coming up like that. Yeah. Okay. Oops. Yeah, the reason I couldn't tell before is it looks like bulkier or billowier up on this upper part. This arm that's up here than it does on the lower part. Like the lower part, it's much more clearly like in line with where his arm is. Whereas this one's like, as I said, like kind of inflated looking. I guess it's just the coat billowing or whatever to be bigger than where his arm is. And I guess I was also confused by, it being connected. They're both being white and being connected to the bandages wraps on his arm. One, we should fix this shitty line work a little bit, cleaned up a bit. Just a little bit. I'm still trying not to obsess about it too much because I've already decided I'm not doing my lines again because I'm lazy. But I at least gotta erase all these like sketch lines. That are just like straight up not supposed to be there. Oh man, back kind of hurts. I'm like sitting at a very weird angle, leaning over my art, my tablet. Oh, one thing I have to do is that this part is in shadow. Alright, we're gonna wrap up in about 20 minutes. Can I just do that on the line, a layer under there, so I don't have to. my brush is too big. Can't see your name from here. Thank you, Liamu Art, for the follow. Much appreciated. Okay, I'll turn the temperature up. I think I never. Sorry, baby. I forgot to turn it back up when I turned it down. Oh, I didn't do that on this. Okay, I'll do that too. I'll get the these lines because I think it'll look better. Yeah, it will definitely look better. Like as I said, it doesn't have to be exactly like it is in the screenshot. Actually, if anything, it shouldn't, because the whole point of this challenge is to do it in your own style. But which means you can change other things too. But yeah, I do think it'll look better if I get these lines in here. So I am gonna add those. Actually, this one's too curved. Match the contour of the. Yeah, there we go. And then gray. Cleaning up my line work as I go. Oh man, I really want to finish this. I just am like, getting a bit tired, getting a bit late. Still got some other stuff I got to do. Still want to stream more later. Yeah, I'm probably gonna stream BG3 later. there is a little bit of the sheath across this part of the blade for some reason. I'm not very good at drawing, like coloring metal is hard to render. But the color picking, like using reference helps. And of course color picking helps. Like I understand in theory how you do it, but it's a little bit harder in practice. We need to erase this part. That's weird though, this part should be under that, so I don't know why I specifically put the layer I'm working on top of that layer. And yet, there we go. So the thing I need to do to make this work as well is these flash lines. I guess that's gonna have to go over. There's gonna have to be a layer on top of everything. All right, so I still have Ling. I mean not Ling. I colored Ling. I still have L'Enfant and the background to do, and then these special effect lines. I don't know why I at all did it in the line layer, because now I just have to erase them. It was kind of pointless. Oh, actually, some of these lines were just sketching lines that so I could figure out where stuff was in relation to each other. But construction lines, kind of, or well, anyway. All right. Actually, L'Enfant will be really easy because she's just. One second. Oh, actually, I have a little section here I missed. Of Ling. one more layer on top. As I said, it'll be a little easier because she's wearing all black, basically. Much fewer colors to try to contend with. I do gotta go around his hand though, because I put her there on top, because most of her is on top. But, yeah, I gotta go around the hand. I guess I could have made the hand a separate layer. Yeah, it lines up kind of nicely that I could have done that. Oh, and I still have this little strap I didn't color. Okay, I can definitely finish this thing. So I got a few parts left. I still can't. This part is being weird. I can't get that exactly right. I zoom in, but darker gray. Yeah, I definitely should have put the hand on a different layer, because it's going to be a little bit tricky. I'll probably do that. Just put the hand on the layer on top when I'm done with this. Alright, let's get this. Let's put a hand layer on top. Oops. I need to see what I'm doing. Oops. And then we gotta get this little belt here. Man, look at this shit though. Why is there so much not colored between the layers? Probably because my lines aren't very good. Alright. Bless you. Bless you. Alright, background and flashy impact lines. Can I make it? I'd really like to finish. Oh, I just saw something I missed. This little bit of Bradley's cape, Bradley's coat behind there. Oh. I just realized I didn't really put any texture on this part. All these buildings have like a little bit of texture. They're supposed to have a little bit of texture. Also, the line of this is not exactly right. Should probably be at an angle or something, but okay, it's a similar color over here, but like a little bit darker. This kind of color here, which is most of the rest of the building. I'm gonna make that a little bit darker, a little bit browner. Just for contrast purposes. yeah, see, that's why that line should have been at an angle, actually. I want to go into line layer 2 here and fix that. Because I have the building kind of continue down there. So it would kind of be more like that. And then I'm going to do this background at like a lower opacity because it's kind of like in the original screen cap, it's kind of misty, like it's kind of like atmospheric perspective going on. I mean, I probably could do it more obscure color than that, but Oh, what do we think of the final? Oh wait, nope, 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 not the final. I gotta put these little lines in. Kind of a white, kind of like an almost ever so slightly bluish white. Get these like streaks in here. Again, like not something I'm good at, so we'll see. Oh, oops, wrong layer. I need to make a new layer for that. On top of everything, we need to make a new layer. Okay. So it kind of comes here, and then another one here. That's supposed to be longer than that. 1 second. Whatever, I'm doing my own style, so. It's like a couple long ones and then some short ones. In between. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. Like, okay, obviously not as good as in the Screencap, but not too terrible. Actually, I'm gonna redo this one. This part is like a little bit too squiggly. Same with this part right here. That's okay. Not the best, but actually I'm gonna redo this one too, because it was supposed to be straighter than that. Let me get a nice straight line. Nope. Nope. Okay. There we go. I'm pretty happy with that. What y'all think? Anyway, I'm 14 minutes over what I said, but at least I finished what I wanted to finish. So yeah, thanks all for joining me. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to follow. Give me a follow, and then a little later today I'm gonna be doing Baldur's Gate 3. Right now I got a bunch of other stuff I gotta get done, so I'll see y'all later.